Hey guys, my name is Jordan Harrison. Welcome back to YouTube, and today I'm going to be talking about this incredible Marvel film that focuses a lot on the Asian culture with a full Asian cast, and this is pretty much just like Black Panther with um, its black cast and the focus on black culture. I mean, that's what made Black Panther a huge Marvel success in the MCU and a success for a new character who is actually, well, introduced as the first black Marvel superhero. For this particular movie, showing their first Asian superhero, I'm sure that there will be other Marvel characters that, with different, cultural backgrounds, they will enter the MCU and may have more stories involved in the Marvel comics. This particular character really shows a lot of that, but has some stereotypical backgrounds because, well, this character is Asian and knows martial arts. Because as we already know, martial arts has originated in the centuries where it was pretty much, developed in Asian countries such as China, Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. And those countries that created the martial arts variations moved to the US, making the US carry the martial arts name and also carry its legacy to other people who enjoy the arts of combat. And pretty much Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings makes a huge legacy of Asian culture and the legacy mostly about martial arts. Because think about it, martial arts is pretty much, an old school thing for most people because we just think about Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris, those people who were big martial arts stars. I mean, the whole process of martial arts is pretty much, pretty much like the flow of water and having the special mentality of honor and respect. That was, the philosophy of Bruce Lee in a way. And for this character, Shang-Chi, you may think his character is, like Bruce Lee, but in a way, for this movie being an action comedy, you would say that Shang-Chi's character is actually like Jackie Chan's roles in his movies, where the different roles he plays in his movies are pretty much comedic, tough, action heroes who pretty much, have all the laughs, and that's the main point of Jackie Chan's films like Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, where they're supposed to be action heroes who are trying to save a young girl from a bunch of bad guys, and throughout the whole movie, it's super funny. And I recommend the Rush Hour movies because it represents a good action comedy in the Marvel Universe, because really the Marvel Universe has more comedy than, dark themes in there than DC, because, DC is well known for their dark, themes. But in this particular comic book universe, it represents more of the family-friendly process than the dark themes involved. So I think for this particular movie, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, it's pretty much not a Bruce Lee movie, but it's more of a Jackie Chan film. Because you see Shang-Chi's character is acting like, Jackie Chan's roles in all of his action comedy films. So yeah, that's the whole thing with, Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, for me, I think this movie really has more of a big, broad event of, family and, being apart from your family. I mean, the whole part of the film was how Shang-Chi, is trying to, save his father from, not be drunk with power because of, the Ten Rings, making him this unstoppable person. I mean, you may think he's the most nasty villain in the Marvel Universe, but I won't go too far with that. I would feel bad for this character because he feels like his wife is still alive and pretty much he can bring her back. And because he hears his voice that pretty much sounds like his wife, and he thinks that the wife is still alive and not dead. But pretty much, as you already may know, the wife is dead. And Shang-Chi already knows that because when he was a young kid, his mother was killed. And mostly for the father, Wen Wu, he pretty much, thinks that the mother is still alive, so he's trying to bring back the family, but what he's doing is pretty much causing a lot of chaos involved to the whole entire world, which, is the whole part of the movie, which is, this cult named after the special weapon, the Ten Rings. It just makes Shang-Chi have a lot of stress involved, with his family, mostly with his sister and his father involved. And let's not forget his best friend, Katie, played by Awkwafina. And I just think so far this movie really shows a lot of, heart and family connections involved, because it really shows how families can, come apart but try to come back together with a positive solution. But it went to a negative solution for, Wen Wu's actions. And that's the whole point of the movie, just to see how, family works out well and all that. It's just like, the Black Panther film. But anyway, yes, this is my review of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Hope I didn't spoil too much. I made this as a spoiler-free video, but yeah, anyway, I hope I didn't spoil too much of the film. And anyway, this movie, like I said, it had many laughs and it had amazing action, and it represented a lot of good special, Asian culture involved, even though it was pretty much stereotypical. I mean, yeah, the magic of Marvel is pretty much representing many different cultures in the process worldwide. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video on Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's now in theaters, and as always, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, go on notification bar to not miss video I post, and check out Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, out in theaters right here, right now. Thank you guys for watching my video. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.